For the last time today, the Dallas Mavericks, last time the regular season. The Dallas Mavericks suit up and go on the court.
Yeah, man. Mavericks. Yeah, man. The Mavericks. They actually end the season. In typical fashion, they lose. Listen, they didn't play anybody. They kind of conceded they was going to be locked into the 10th seed, and it really didn't matter anyway because the Sacramento Kings won against the Phoenix Suns team that quit 2 months ago. So it will be Kings at Mavericks at Kings on Wednesday night on ESPN and on Mavs TV. Tip off a little bit after 9, so it'll be a late one for that game on Wednesday.
What a thrill! What a
Wednesday
thrill!
Night.
What could possibly be the last game of this season for us? Last post game show, and we got to do it at 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I tell you what, NBA, you were killing it. Silver. Payback.
Yeah. So Mavs at Kings. That'll be a late one on Wednesday. The winner of that will play the loser of the 7-10 matchup on Friday, and whoever wins that matchup on Friday will play on Sunday in OKC. That's how it's going to be scheduled. So just give you a quick update right now as anything pertains to the Mavericks. Like we know, Mavericks and Grizzlies are already locked in. The 7th, 8th are still the 7th and 8th still not locked in because the Clippers and Warriors are tied at 103 with 3:36 to go. That game is on ESPN. A lot of implications in that one. Also, as we know, the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Utah Jazz. So they're locked into 7th. Well, they got an opportunity to go to 6th, seeing who wins tonight. Wins today between this Golden State Warriors and Clippers game. The Memphis Grizzlies are locked in at 8th. So they'll be in the 8th spot. They'll be playing either the Timberwolves or could be a possibility of playing the Golden State Warriors. In that matchup. The Rockets are locked in at 2. The Lakers are locked in at 3. The Nuggets are locked in at 4, and we know OKC is locked in at 1. So that's pretty much where we have it with the East. The West. As far as the East, it will be Hawks and Magic on Tuesday on TNT. That will be a 7th versus 8th place. And then 9 versus 10 matchup in the East will be Heat and Bulls on Wednesday. Also on ESPN. The Tuesday games will be on TNT. The Wednesday games will be on ESPN, which will be the Mavericks and Kings. So, Walt, a little news and notes as it pertains to the play-in tournament. Got this from Mark Followell, courtesy of him.
He's definitely had a busy week this week.
yeah, man. He's let's call him a street prophet. He wants to smoke from everybody, huh?
Yeah, does he?
Little play-in tournament news and notes doesn't look good for the Mavs when it comes to these overall histories going to the play-in tournament. A 10th seed is 2-6 versus a 9 seed in the play-in tournament. The 10th seed has not ever qualified for the playoffs. That's in the East and the West. The 9th seed has qualified for the playoffs only 3 times, and the 7th seed is 6-2 versus the 8th seed overall in these play-in tournaments. So, the odds not on the Mavericks side. If history is any indicator of what's going to happen, the Mavericks will either be eliminated on Wednesday or on Friday. What else?
I don't know if I agree with that assessment, but before we go forward, we do already have Coach Kidd, who has already gone to the podium, and we got Daniel Gafford too. So, but let's go to Coach Kidd first.
He's only got 2 more games though.
I don't know if it's hard. It's just your responsibility as a professional to come out and do your job, and our energy and effort was there to start, and then it just kind of went away, and we never could get it back.
What's the key to kind of getting that energy and effort back when you have those moments of lapses?
Yeah, this like Mike, we didn't have our starters out there, so that's kind of a trick question in the sense of how do you get it back? Like, we got a responsibility. We got to go to SAC and with your starters and the group that you're going to go to war with, we'll be fine. This is a game that others had opportunity to play, and some did and some didn't.
When you look at what Hardy did, how do you just assess his performance?
It was tough. He had a struggle. Him and Smith struggled off the bench. That's how I would look at it. It was at one point minus 45. So has to be better. Thanks.
Man, straight to the point there, huh?
Yeah, what man? It was nothing to talk about. The Mavericks already conceded the 10th seed by who was on the injury report. So there you have it. It didn't matter anyway. Sacramento ended up winning the game. Like I said, the Mavericks had to have help in this game. They didn't get it since Phoenix Suns already quit. Like I said, two months before the season ended, they already conceded. So Sacramento was at home, got them a dub. They will be at home on Wednesday. Mavericks will be heading from here, I guess, heading home and then back out. Maybe home for maybe a day of practice and film study, and then back out to Sacramento, where they will play in the I'm trying to see what's the arena that the Sacramento Kings play in?
Golden One.
The Golden One arena, where hopefully the Mavericks don't get the beam light on their end of their season, because Sacramento lights that beam. That means the Mavericks season is over.
Last time we seen Clay, when he was there, he was looking up in the crowd and the lights.
This is a revenge game for Clay. Cause last time he played in the playoffs playing the Mavericks. The Sacramento Kings ended his season. So so you got that. You got AD and Clay. Also you got even though Malik Monk's gonna be not playing this game, Sacramento Kings still have some weapons. They got Sabonis, they got Levine, and they got DeRozan. So the spread's probably gonna come in favor of the Kings in this one, but I give the Mavericks a punching chance is that they do have able to turn that two-way contract with Brandon Williams into a regular contract, so he will be active for the game. And also,
could you run that down for Mac Jones again? Who we play on Wednesday night at 9:00 at night?
Damn, Mac, I didn't know. I found it's good to see you after 20 years. I mean, man, I grew gray hair. So no, Mac, we play the Sacramento Kings on Wednesday night. That will be a late tip, probably about 9:00. Will that tip up on ESPN or probably either Channel 8? Check your local looks for the Mavs. So
I think I heard Bob will say they're doing the playoffs this year.
Well, it won't be that long. It won't be that long of a stint. For the
that's not what he meant when he said. That's not what he meant when he broke that news.
Yeah, it won't be that long of a stint. He probably have one or two games at the most. But
I like Mac Jones say he like our chances against the Kings. I do too. We're going to see OKC.
No, you're not, because either the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Grizzlies are gonna put you out on Friday.
No.
It's one or the other. So and we know the Mavericks don't, and way looking now, it's gonna be Golden State at 6. And the Clippers have a chance now. But we know the Mavericks don't match up good against the Clippers. We saw that just a week ago. But the Mavericks have lost 3 straight to the Kings.
Well, hold on before you go there, because we got Daniel Gafford, and when he come back, I want to pull up this see the standings real quick after we do this. So let's go with Daniel Gafford.
Hopefully this game will be over, and we can finally find out what the true standings is going to be, because Golden State and Memphis and Clippers are still going on.
Okay.
For Brandon Williams to get hurt in this game?
It was tough. I seen that he was going to the back, but I didn't think it was going to be to where he was going to be out for the rest of the game. So it was tough. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. For this playing game that we have for like that. He said he didn't know what happened, and it just happened out of nowhere.
Right. How hard is it to play in games like this? You don't have a lot of the starters out there on the court.
For me, I don't think it's hard at all. You just got to come out. It's a next man up mentality. You got to come out and just give 110%. No matter who we got on the floor, we just got to go out and just play the same game that we've always been playing at the end of the day. For other guys, I'm pretty sure they would have the same mindset, honestly.
Your thoughts on the matchup with Sacramento on Wednesday?
It's going to be a good matchup. It's win or go home now. So we got to come in ready to play.
Injuries have pretty much been the story of this season. Just how do you reflect on this season as a whole now that it's officially over?
It's just a series of obstacles and adversity that we dealt with throughout the season. It was a lot of mental frustration, it was a lot of emotion with a lot of stuff that went on throughout the team, injury-wise. And I feel like the way we handled it is the way, any other team would have. Just come out, keep doing the same things that we do on a day-to-day basis. Despite all the bodies that we lost, we still had guys come out every day and just put that jersey on, just go out and play hard, So it was just a series of just bad circumstances, I would say. And I feel like, the way the guys handled themselves, and I give them their props. They had to play a good amount of the season without, majority of the guys on the team.
How are you feeling these days, especially since you've been coming back from injuries?
I mean, I'm good, Main thing with me right now is just making sure I get my wind back fully, for the push that we're trying to make here to start on Wednesday for this play-in game. That's just the main focus for me, making sure my wind is good I can just be able to stay out there as long as I possibly can to be able to make an impact on the floor for my team.
Yeah, with just the trio of big guys, you, D-Live, and AD. How's it figuring out like the chemistry of 3?
It's a great process. We talk to each other a lot. We've learned a lot, and pretty much all the knowledge that AD is giving D-Live or me or pretty much vice versa, we all soak it up like a sponge. We use that, and we try to implement that into every game that we play. So we just come out and try to take the things that we work on the practice court to the real game.
What do you like about that matchup against Sacramento?
I mean, That's a good question. Just coming in, we big just like they're big. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a good matchup. We're going to go in with the mindset of just, trying to run them out the gym for sure. But I know it's not going to be that easy at the end of the day. They're trying to play for something too. So we're going to be butting heads.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry.
What was the difference between playing? Obviously, you haven't played the playing tournament game before, but how bad did you guys want home court versus understanding that it's a possibility that you might have to go on the road and pretty much win 2 road games in order to just qualify for the playoffs?
I mean, pretty sure everybody wanted it bad to just play at home, have that energy from the home team for sure. But, at the end of the day, we can use an away game and an away arena energy for our own use when it comes to just being on the road. It's tough that we didn't get the home court advantage, but still a lot of basketball to be played. We can focus on all this stuff whenever the ball stops bouncing this season. Mm-hmm.
All right. And as Kendrick was saying here, we got the standings to try to figure this thing out real quick.
Well, right now we're still in the flux because Kawhi Leonard missed a walk-off game winner. We're going in overtime between the Warriors and Clippers, tied at 1-11.
Overtime on the last game. That's what you guys want to do today.
Okay, well, but I got something better. If anybody will bear with me, I know you got the standings over here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna read you as far as the scenarios right here.
Okay.
We know playoff bound seeding they'll lock OKC with the 1 seed, Houston Rockets with the 2 seed, the Lakers with the 3 seed. Okay, the Nuggets battling for guaranteed playoff spots. The Nuggets at 4. They've clinched their I think they've clinched that 4th spot. So I think they're good at where they are at the 4th spot. For the Clippers, magic number for getting a top seed is 1. They have to win this game. The highest possible finish, they say it was 4. I don't think it's at 4 now. I think it's 5 now. The lowest possible finish is at 7. They do hold the tiebreaker. Over Golden State and Memphis at 3-0 apiece. For the Golden State Warriors, the Clippers are 49-32. Okay. For the Golden State Warriors, they're 48-33, still 48-33. Their magic number for getting the top seed is winning in and getting a top 6 seed. Their highest possible finish can be 6, so the lowest possible finish can be 7. So they win, they get the 6 seed. If Golden State loses this overtime game, they get the 7 seed. The tiebreakers they've won this season is against Minnesota at 3-1 and Memphis at 3-1. Okay. What's at stake for the Golden State Warriors? Avoiding the play-in tournament. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're also 48-33. They won today. Their highest possible finish was a 4 seed, but that's now over since the Denver Nuggets won today. There's already a game up over them. The lowest possible finish is an 8th seed. Tiebreakers won. They've won 3-0 against the Clippers and 4-0 against Denver. That doesn't matter because Denver's going to finish a full game ahead of them. What's at stake? Home court advantage in the first round, which is over. That's not going to happen. Or avoiding the play-in tournament. So they can finish as I think high as 5th or low as 8th. But since they won today, I think they're locked in. The lowest possible finish can be 8th. All right. Memphis Grizzlies. I think they're already locked in as the 8th seed. Tiebreakers won against Minnesota 2-1, but They don't control any of their destiny. They're locked in at 8th. So it's either going to be Golden State at 7th playing Memphis, or the Minnesota Timberwolves at 7th playing Memphis as the 8th seed. So that's where we're at right now, as the Clippers lead the Golden State Warriors with 2:34 left in overtime, 117 to 114 right now. So a lot going on. A lot going on from five to 7.
Okay, now let's take a look at this right as it stands right now. We got the Thunder at number 1. The Mavericks. So if the Mavericks win right now against the Kings, as it says. So with the Golden State Warriors, if they win, they move up to number 6.
6. They can only go 2 spots. They win, they stay out of playing, go to 6th, or if they lose, they go to 7th, and they'll be playing on Tuesday night against Memphis. Yeah, Memphis is locked in 8th. They're locked in 8th, so they're just awaiting. Either they're going to play. Either Memphis is going to be playing. Either Memphis is going to be playing either Minnesota or the Clippers or the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, that Ja Morant versus again within the same couple weeks is going to be something nice to watch.
Or it could be Ja Morant going back to Golden State, trying to knock the Warriors out of the tournament again. Remember last time they played in the playing tournament, he knocked them out. I think about 3 years ago, something like that.
No, he almost did. He got hurt.
He almost did. Okay.
And and actually the Warriors went on to win the championship that year.
Right. So
that was our Western Conference finals year.
Yeah, the 22 year. Yeah, I remember.
So okay, so right now, but if Golden State moves up to number 6, we got a Lakers Golden State match up in the first round.
Yeah, you could have a Lakers Golden State matchup in the first round, which would be great for TV for ESPN. They'll love that. Or you could see a Clippers Lakers matchup. I think in that TNT 3 versus because no, TNT got to watch they had it last year. That was the Mavericks. Yeah, they got TNT. TNT's got the Eastern Conference this year. So we was with TNT last year. The Mavericks went to the finals. Yeah. So it's a lot of scenarios. The Clippers are now up 4, 118 to 114. Like I said, you can't find out what's locked in, Walt, until this game is over with, because this game 2 or 3 spots depend on how 2 or 3 spots depend on this game, how this game finishes.
Well, while we do that, would you like to take a look at Would you like to take a look at?
There's no need to do. We can look at the highlights. I would not insult myself or insult our beef by doing stats and facts for this one.
I'm just saying. Would you like to take a look at the highlights here?
Highlights. That's something good had to be going on. Wait, it's highlights for the Grizzlies. So it was something, a guy named Golf that I didn't even know who he was. He went off on the Mavericks. But let's look at the highlights.
My Lord.
Yeah, remember AD, Clay. For some reason, Spencer Dinwiddie was out on the not in this game as he did in the Raptors game. The guy's got bandages on both his wrists and hands. How the hell he's gonna shoot on Wednesday? Some tell me they're gonna leave him open a lot. And also, like John Morant, and their guys were out. Jaren Jackson, he was out.
Marvin Bagley seemed to find himself on went for number one pick.
Yeah, Marvin Bagley looked like the reason why Sacramento took him at number 2. Because he was giving it to Daniel Gafford.
Daniel Gafford with his bent over.
Yeah, he got hit in the jaw, so he put the hole in that. So, but yeah, this was competitive. You would say in the first quarter, and then this guy right here, Golf or whatever his name is, this dude right here, man, he like white chocolate out there. I mean, he was doing headsies between the legs, pull-ups. I mean, spins, dunks. He was giving the whole repertoire.
Oh man, boy! If you went to this game, you really love basketball.
Here's the UConn rookie right there.
Yeah, boy! You went to this game, you really love basketball.
You didn't have. You didn't have nothing to do and have no life like I do. So,
or somebody gave you tickets free. Somebody gave you tickets free. Say, "Oh, I've never been to a Grizzlies game before. I want to go."
Well, I would tell you, hey, man, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I appreciate it though. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it, man. I see you up on the next round. But
you owe somebody a favor if you went to this game.
But yeah, man. The Grizzlies took command of this game in the second quarter and never looked back. No defense getting played there. This basically was it for the Mavericks right here. Daniel Gafford a dunk, but what was the problem with Daniel Gafford? As he was dunking on other people, they were dunking on him.
Yeah, right on his head.
And that golf again. There golf again, showing the repertoire, man. White chocolate. Woo, that was a steal. Oh, what a pass. It was some little Asian kid from Memphis. He was giving Mavericks the business too. I don't know his name is. There he is, right? What a pass right there. How dare he? How dare he no look a pass against the Mavericks?
Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Tennessee's on. Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, man. That was UT. That was the theme song for on UT, man. Where them dollars at? If I remember that, boy.
Where them dollars at?
You come in that, boy. You come in that blasting when you come in, when you leave. Good Lord.
You know that UT, man.
I was wasting my check. I was wasting my check. I worked for them. I was wasting my check. I worked that whole week for.
Wasting your parents' money is what you was doing.
No, I wasn't wasting my parents. At that point in time, I wasn't living with my parents. I was living in an apartment. I was in an apartment. Thank you very much. And boy, I was wasting so much money.
Nobody had to get up out of that apartment. Nobody had to get up out of that apartment.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. I'm wasting some money at UT, boy. I was about to leave my parents. Said, boy, where your truck at? He said, boy, where your truck at? It's a long story. It's a long story.
You don't want to know.
Oh man. Okay. As we get back to this game.
Say, man, I saw a girl drive your truck. What happened? You don't want to know.
Papa just shake his head. Said, better you than me.
Like to say.
Oh,
that's all
man.
I can say, my Lord.
Oh man. As we get let's see. To the scores again. 121 to 119. The Clippers are leading this game. About 50.2 seconds to go. Please don't go into another overtime. Somebody win this so we can find out before we can find out what the actual bracket's gonna be. While we're doing that, let's go. Let's look at the East right quick. This game was pretty much in hand. Wasn't nothing else. It's the third quarter. My God, and the Mavericks G League. The Grizzlies G League team got 104 points in the third quarter. Good Lord. As we look at the Eastern Conference, we do know matchups are already set there. It will be a rematch of last year's first round matchup, but it'll be in reverse. Milwaukee and Indiana. Milwaukee, the 5th seed, Indiana, the 4th seed. Remember last year it was 3-6 Milwaukee. Indiana ended up upsetting them, so it'll be a rematch of last year's first round. Indiana, Milwaukee, and New York and Detroit.
Look like James Harden might just put the game away. Like James Harden might just put the game away.
I hope so. Somebody finish this, please. And also we got.
I'm worried about the Clippers getting all the way to the finals this year. I mean, they look really good.
Well, they playing good defense, man.
That's good basketball too.
Tyronn Lue finally got James Harden do something nobody else could ever do by having to buy in on the defense end.
He finally got Kawhi Leonard to do something he ain't did in a long time either. Play games.
To be determined, he still got to go through a playoff run. We know what happened last year. He tried to play games in playoff. He swelled up. I
remember the other night when they were playing the Mavericks. Boy, he had the slowest layup I ever seen in my life. I ain't never seen layups so slow.
He don't want to twist up to that bad.
That's the thing. He was running full speed, but that's how slow he was running.
Somebody's injured for the Warriors. I think that's
it. Look like Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. He took a knee to the thigh.
That's not good.
Jimmy Butler's limping bad. He took a knee to the thigh. Golden State with the basketball down 2. Steph Curry gonna try to win it.
Whatever you're gonna do, don't get about Steph Curry.
What in the world was Draymond Green doing?
Being Draymond.
Yeah, but he'll talk trash like he don't want 3-5 championships. See that lay in. Good Lord. The Mavericks are still losing right now. In his highlights.
Breaking news: this game is over with. And even more breaking news: the Mavericks did not win this game today.
Yeah, they did not win this game today. As the Clippers look like they made, and Draymond Green blew a layup. It looks like the Clippers are finna ice this away. Thank God. As the Mavericks lose 132 to 97, Jason Kidd losing to some dude. I don't even know. That was the guy of the hour right there. Name was Huff or Duff, whatever name, White Chocolate. He gave it to the Mavericks tonight. And Jimmy Butler continued to hold his fire.
Well, while we wait on this to end, we definitely want to tell you about something very important going down tomorrow night. And that is at the CPC. We're going to be live. Kendrick is going to be live at College Park. He's going back to college, guys. Kendrick is going to college tomorrow. You're going to see him live. It's been a long time since he's been on the college campus, but he's going to be there tomorrow to see.
It's a lot of guys. It's a lot of men my age still at college campus.
I don't think they should be there. I don't think they should be there.
and they ain't going to class.
Kendrick is going to school tomorrow. Tomorrow he gets to his dreams are gonna come true. He said it was gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But we gonna be live tomorrow from the CPC to see the Dallas Wings draft Paige Beckers.
Yeah, we will be doing a show immediately after the draft. Tune in to her.
Next to ESPN, we can't go live during the broadcast. You're gonna see a lot of ESPN in the arena. But Kendrick is going. He's going to college.
Yeah, I'm going back to college. Yeah, I'm going back to college.
Hey, man, you gotta lay your outfit across the bed like you go to school.
No, I don't think I need to do that. I ain't gonna be. I ain't no clothes.
Lay your whole outfit out on the bed and sleep on the couch tonight, so your clothes don't get wrinkled.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that a long time ago. Lockbox, salute back to you too, brother. If anybody wants to know again, if anybody didn't hear the Mavericks and the Kings Wednesday night late tip on ESPN. Yeah, I don't know whether it'll be on Channel 8 or Channel 29. Check your local broadcast on that if you want to catch the Mavericks broadcast. That basically is a win or go home elimination game. The winner of that game, if it is the Mavericks, they'll either go to Memphis or Golden State or Minnesota.
Jordan's live tomorrow night for the Dallas Wings draft party, where we will be watching live to see the Dallas Wings draft Paige Beckers. And like Kendrick said, we'll be doing a live broadcast right after the draft is over with. Come see Kendrick. He going to college tomorrow.
Heck of a night, man. It'll be a heck of a night when nobody else believes. Nobody else believes but yours truly. Not even Walt Chisholm. He's still trying to make the playoffs like some silly person.
I did try to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I saw the big picture. Unfortunately, if we could do that for the Mavericks, that'd be even better. But yeah, Paige Beckers locked to be the #1 pick. Also, the Wings have the number 12 pick and the second round pick. So they still won't be done after Paige Beckers gets drafted. So a lot of interesting things going on with the Wings.
Sedona from TCU is supposed to be the next pick. The next pick up. So Sedona Prince. So we get Paige Beckers and Sedona Prince.
So while we're waiting, looks like the Clippers are about to win this game.
Yep, it's over. Clippers won.
A few more things on the Dallas Wings before we get back to the schedule, the standings, right quick. A few more things. Let me just pick this up. The Dallas Wings do have preseason games this season. There is a preseason for the Dallas Wings. Friday, May 2nd. The Dallas Wings will be going to Vegas to play the Aces, and that'll be Paige Becker's first game as a pro in Vegas.
Yes, because Caitlin Clark played preseason last year.
Okay, and also the Dallas Wings' first home playoff game will be Saturday, May 10th. That'll be Dallas Wings versus I don't know who it would be. It's blank. It's blank.
That's a preseason game too.
Yeah, preseason game too. That'll be on May 10th. That'll be at 7:00. And remember the home opener.
That's not a CP. That's not a CBC, is it?
I think they get one home. I think they get one home and one road.
Yeah.
And then remember the home opener, May 16th, at 6:30. The Wings open up the season at home against the Minnesota Lynx.
We get to see Fee versus UConn.
That game can be if you're not get a chance to go to the game. That game will be on Ion.
Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop putting games on ION. We gotta find a way to get TNT to buy, get the WNBA on there. We gotta stop watching games on ION.
Check your local listings and check your local listings for that game. Let's get back to the NBA right quick, if you don't mind. Since the laws, let's check out
leadoff hitter Tim Kirchin in Rays history.
Let's check out what this is going to be now. As I'm looking at the NBA standings, okay, that means
that the Golden State Warriors are number 7.
The Golden State Warriors are number 7. Okay. Here are the locked up matchups now. Okay, let's go with the already playoff lock matchups. It will be the Los Angeles Lakers hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves, 3 versus 6, and because of the Clippers winning, it will be the Denver Nuggets and the Clippers, 4 versus 5.
Oh man!
5. And now, as for the play-in, the Golden State Warriors on Tuesday will be hosting Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And on Wednesday, the Sacramento Kings will be hosting the Dallas Mavericks. That being on ESPN. As far as the Eastern Conference, the Orlando Magic and the Atlanta Hawks will play in that 7 versus 8 matchup on Tuesday on TNT, and on Wednesday on ESPN it'll be Chicago and Miami. So now we're locked in at what's supposed to happen. Walt, how do you see everything now that everything is locked in? Let's start with the West.
All right, there we go. And so the Lakers and the Timberwolves are in the first round matchup.
Lakers, Timberwolves,
Clippers, Nuggets. That Lakers Timberwolves series is gonna be something very interesting.
Yeah, Luka versus Ant part 2. It started off where they ended. So yeah, man. We know how Luka hates Rudy Gobert.
Yep. That he does.
He hates Rudy Gobert. So yeah. So remember the Houston Rockets will play the winner of the Golden State Memphis game. So it could be Rockets it could be Rockets and Warriors, or it could be Rockets
and then the Mavs
and Grizzlies.
It's going to get fed to the Oklahoma City Thunder and eliminate the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You actually got to get there. And I don't see the Mavericks getting there.
None of these teams can. Only team that can beat us in this group is the Golden State Warriors. That's it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. But I do get a Mavericks. I do get a Mavericks a puncher's chance in Sacramento. As long as DeMar DeRozan don't do to him what he's been doing to him. DeMar DeRozan's been averaging about 30 against the Mavericks this season. So that matchup, remember, as we look at the matchup between the Kings and the Mavericks, it was a 3-game series. The Kings won all of them. So this will be the 4th and final meeting this season between the Kings and the Mavericks in Sacramento. Walt, as we see, AD and Clay back going against as we said, Zach LaVine, Sabonis, and DeRozan. Walt, so you have the Mavericks winning that game? I guess so.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I give the Mavericks a puncher's chance, but that's just for one haymaker. Give me the Kings getting that win and lighting the beam up on the end of the Mavericks season on Wednesday. On that but like I said, only way I see the Mavericks coming out of the win, you're gonna have a superhuman performance by AD in that game. Especially coming after he no-showed against the Lakers.
He was saving himself for this game right here.
Putting up a Mickey Mouse triple double and seven blocks against a Toronto team don't faze me none. So
he was saving himself for this.
So it'll be AD versus Sabonis. We'll see how that matchup goes. Like I said, give me the Kings. I think they got too much more firepower on the outside with DeRozan and Zach LaVine, two guys that can give you 40 a night. No Kyrie. It's gonna be tough. AD may get his 30, but unless Clay don't turn into playoff Clay and not playing Clay, that's the only shot the Mavericks I think got.
Game 6 Clay is where we get in the whole playoff. Watch.
Well,
game 6 Clay.
Game 6. The only thing I can go by is playing Clay. Last time he was in Sacramento for playing. He was looking up at the lights.
Yeah. I think he had 0 points that game.
He had 0 points. All right, Clay revenge game. Revenge game. He goes back to the scene in the crowd.
Exactly.
He goes back to the scene where the Golden State Warriors said, "Nah, that's okay. We've seen enough. We've seen enough.
We got to get out of here. But before we go, one more time, Jordan's live tomorrow night. Kendrick is going back to college, where it all began again. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a live broadcast right after the draft is over with. Come see Kendrick. Shams is gonna be there. Toe Wash is gonna be there. And it's gonna be a fun night, guys. Everybody's in the house. Live from the CPC.
Yeah, I studied a lot. I studied a lot of things in college, but books had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Pack the park tomorrow night. Come see Kendrick. Kendrick, I'm gonna lay my outfit on the bed tonight before I go to I'm going to college tomorrow.
I want to show I go back. I want to show I dress like I did in college and go into sagging. Going to sagging.
Yeah, you might as well, man. We going retro tomorrow. We're going back to college. We're going to college tomorrow.
Damn it, boy.
All right, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do the best for business. We don't see you around, and we will see you around live tomorrow night when Kendrick returns to college. Look out, UTA.
Well, they got any fine professors there.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.